You're going to finish this live. Once you finish the live, you're going to feel either angry, pissed off, like you want to do something as fast as possible, or you're going to keep sponsoring the big pharma. You're going to keep paying a bunch of stuff with supplements, with doctors, with a lot of bad stuff, BS over there. You're going to keep doing this, sponsoring the industry, and still feeling sick. Two situations. Either you're going to feel, no, I need to do something now. Most people are still handling the pain that they're having. I'm having pain here. They still accept. I'm going to show you how to break that pattern, because the inflammation lie, it's a big lie. Nowadays, the industry, they want you to keep suffering, but slowly. Because if you keep suffering slowly, you're gonna keep buying them their stuff. You're gonna keep buying their stuff. I take ibuprofen. You take ibuprofen, is not focused on the root cause. It's focused on the symptom because you're having pain. But we already know in science that ibuprofen and medications like that has literally damaged the tight junctions in the gut lining. Like you have the lining of the gut, it's really strong, that we call tight junctions like that. You take a medication, you're taking once a month, and then after some time, you take a little bit more, and then another month, you take a little bit more. You are weakening the tight junctions. That what's going to happen? You increase your inflammation. You're going to become more dependent to, any situation, you take aspirin. Who here take aspirin too often? Tell me here. I'm curious, guys. Tell me the truth here. How often are you taking aspirin? How often? You have no idea what's going on. The bomb that's increasing, and sooner or later will explode inside of you because you're taking those type of medications. You have no idea. You really need to be careful. You really need to be careful. Look at that. Write this down. Write this down. About the industry. The industry works like that. If they heal you, they will lose you as a customer. Write this down. If they heal me, they're going to lose me as a customer. Tiago, what does it mean? It means that they never want you to lose you. They're going to keep giving you stuff. Now Ozempic. Now Ozempic. Everybody now is talking about GLP-1 medication to make people lose weight faster. Guys, your body, most of you don't know this. Your body already produced GLP-1. All of you guys here already produce GLP-1. All of you guys can already optimize your GLP-1. And then instead of you optimizing and focus on what's natural, now you go to Ozempic straight away. The worst thing that you can do is when you have no clue. The worst thing is you are seeking for a solution, but the solution is already inside of you. And the worst thing, many of you have the inflammation. That's why it's an inflammation line, because most of you are thinking that inflammation is just related to pain. No. Not related to pain. The first thing that you need to know, be aware of that. Look at that. Inflammation line. I want to show you that. You need to be aware that you have your cell. This is your cell, right? Your cells, all of your cells have ears. They are called receptors. They are paying attention to what you are doing every single day. All of them are paying attention to what you are doing. Your behaviors, what you are eating, what you are thinking, the arguments that you're having, the resentment, envious, jealous. You're jealous. All your feelings, all your emotions, your cells, from your head to your toes, they are like that, listening. And those ears are called receptors in your cells, like that. Look at that, guys. If you don't understand, you really need to understand that. For you to fix your inflammation, you need to understand this. Tiago, I have hormone imbalance. My doctor told me to take pill to focus on my hormones. Big illusion if you're going to do this. Why? Because if you don't reduce your inflammation first in your cells, your hormones that you are trying to fix it will never work. Why, Tiago? Because you have the hormone receptors in the cells. One of the ears of your cells are the receptors of hormones. And then you're going to take a pill, birth control pill. The worst. The industry, guys, can you imagine for how long? I know so many women who spent more than 10 years, more than 1 decade taking birth control pill. Who here, tell me here, who here spent more than 3 years at least taking birth control pills in the past? Tell me here. I'm just curious. Now I got curious. Tell me for how long you used to take birth control pills, at least for 3 years plus. Tell me here, just for me to see. Guys, you're going to be in shock. Paper, guys, this is science. Paper published in 2023. The researchers found out they got data from 10 years, from 2013 to 2023. Shocking. You're going to cry now. You're going to cry now. Look at that. They found out that can you believe that? It's crazy. Oh, look at that. I'm going to put here. 3 out of 4 people are sick. Can you believe that? 3 out of 4 people in the US, they have a chronic condition. Sooner or later, you're going to be part of this list. No, Tiago, I will not be part of the list. You are. You will be. Why? If I see your behavior, look at your behavior right now. Look at your behavior every single day, everything that you're doing. Instead of focusing, like you literally focus on a supplement, instead of focusing on the root cause of your issues that your gut is showing. Instead of focusing on specific nutrition plan that will focus on reducing your inflammation, no, you are focusing on diets. Instead of focusing on calming down your nervous system, no, you are making sure that you're getting busier every single day. You're going to be part of this list. 3, it's shocking. This is science already. This data was literally accumulated. They studied and checked the data for 10 years. 3 out of 4 people in the US have chronic conditions. Tiago, what does it mean, chronic conditions? Depression, stroke, heart disease, gut, really chronic gut issues, autoimmune disease. Guys, 3 out of 4 people. That's crazy. If you don't live this life right now, if you don't live at the end actually and take action right now, you're going to keep sponsoring the big pharma. You're going to keep sponsoring. Because sooner or later, if nowadays we already know that 75% of people in the US, these are data from the US, but this is similar to Canada, to Australia as well. I know one day someone came to me, Tiago, and said, Tiago, crazy stuff. I always get bloated when I travel to the US, to Canada, and to Australia. But once I go to Italy, I don't feel bloated. And I have pizza in Italy. I told her, yeah, it's because the industry, especially in these countries, they go heavier to keep you sick. They want, guys, it's a multi-billion-dollar market. You have no idea everything that's behind the scenes. So look at me. This is a calling. This is a calling, because that's my mission here, to wake you up. No, Tiago, I think that's not bad like that. Oh, really? It's not bad like that. Show me the salt that you're consuming, put in your food. Show me the salt. Tiago, it's sea salt. Big illusion if you're having sea salt. Big illusion. Did you know this or not? Did you know that the amount of microplastics in the oceans are crazy? Tons and tons and tons of microplastics. Every single time that you literally do this with the sea salt that you're buying, you are consuming a lot of microplastics. The industry is lying to you. You are buying something that you are thinking that's helping you, actually is increasing microplastics. Do you know that there is a paper already showing that the umbilical cord, there is a paper showing, published like last years, showing that umbilical cord of babies are already showing microplastics. Can you believe that? Microplastics disrupt your hormones. I want to balance my hormones. You are not even paying attention to the accumulation of microplastics that you're consuming, even with your sea salt. Tiago, but sea salt, everybody says that's amazing. Guys, Tiago, I'm taking Celtic salt. Guys, Celtic salt is from France, from the oceans. It's from the oceans. It's contaminated. The good thing is because there is no heavy metals, Celtic salt, but there is microplastic. Do your research. At least do yourself a favor. Do that research, because that's easy to find data like that. Salts that are getting from the oceans, they have a bunch of microplastics. So that's why, for example, we buy here Redmond salt from the mountains of Utah, because it's still the remaining places that you don't find microplastics. It's crazy. No. I think that's not too bad, because I always buy organic foods. Guys, we already know that the industry is lying to you with organic food. Did you know this or not? Another thing that I know most of you don't know, the lie of organic in many different countries. Many different countries that doesn't guarantee that just because it's organic, it's going to help you. Can you believe that? I know that most of you don't know this. Do your research. You really need to be aware of that. And then look at that. You need to be aware of the checklist. I'm going to show the checklist. What are the unusual signs that your body is showing you inflammation? Look at that. The first unusual signs I want to show, but let me tell you straight away the first thing. If you say, Tiago, what's one of the biggest lie in the health industry about fixing my problems, my health issues? What's one of the biggest lies? Inflammatory foods, anti-inflammatory foods, actually. Tiago, why? If you come here to me and then you say, I want to fix my problems, and then I'm going to focus on anti-inflammatory foods. Guys, look at me here. Look at me. I'm going to go closer here. Look at me. Apple cider vinegar is amazing. Amazing. I love apple cider vinegar. I take apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, it can create a powerful anti-inflammatory effect inside your body. But wait. Don't make the mistake of what I'm going to tell you now. But if you have histamine intolerance, if your body is already creating too much histamine, if you drink apple cider vinegar, you're going to increase histamine. So wait, Tiago. A food that was supposed to help me to reduce my inflammation actually can increase my inflammation? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And most of you have no clue the mistakes that you're making. Most of you. I'm going to start having more cruciferous vegetables because I heard that's powerful anti-inflammatory. Wait. Do you have IBS? Do you have IBS? Jennifer, do you have IBS? Kirsty, do you have IBS? Kirsty, your gut is really bad, it's really weak. Jennifer, do you have inflammation in your gut? Maria, tell me which signs of inflammation you have in your gut. Tiago, I have SIBO. Tiago, I have IBS. If you add at the wrong timing cruciferous, you don't know what's the best way to cook that. You don't know what's the best amount. To be careful, otherwise it's gonna ferment. So instead of increasing great bacteria and reduce your inflammation, you are actually increasing your problems with a food that was supposed to help you because it has powerful anti-inflammatory effects. But in you, because you are unique, it will increase your inflammation. Tiago, I'm lost. I'm screwed. Yeah, that's why you're having all these symptoms. Because instead of focusing, guys, look at that. You are still repeating diets from 10 years ago that used to work for you, but you are now 40 years old. What's going to happen with you? You're going to increase your frustration. Because remember this forever. Your cells are not the same. Your gut is not the same. Tell me here the number of frustrations that you had in your life in the last 5 years. You don't know. Countless. So many frustrations that you had in your life in the last 5 years, so many worries, so many resentments, so many traumas that you had in the last 5 years. How many people in your family passed away in the last 5 years? And then you had a trauma. You literally accumulated in the last 5 years, so many emotional inflammation. The inflammation was increased because of all the emotions that you had in the last 5 years. And then you are trying to follow the same exactly diet from 10 years ago when you didn't have all these traumas, when you didn't have all this emotional, bad emotional state. You're not in this situation. You got a divorce. Now you're divorced. That happened in the last 5 years. Guys, a simple divorce, if you really don't have a plan, this can never destroy your body inside. Your nervous system, it's a big trauma. If you had a big argument with anybody in your family, you know that, right? Because the attachment that you have with your father, for example. I know one person said to me, Tiago, since the day that I had an argument with my father, he's 70 years old, I'm 40, I'm feeling sick, I'm having gut issues, I'm having diarrhea since that day. So how many of you started increasing the inflammation much faster because of an argument that you had with someone in your family, your sister? You are still holding, you are still having that resentment. The day, guys, remember, look at me, you need to understand this. Look at that. You really need to know this. Look at that. The day that you let it go, your inflammation will drop fast. You have no idea. The day that you let all this resentment go, this will reduce fast. Tiago, why? Remember, wealth in your health, wealth in your relationship, wealth in your career, in your personal life, wealth is natural. Write this down. Wealth in all areas of my life is natural. Poor mental health, poor physical health, poverty, scarcity is just resistance. Write this down, guys. Write this down. Wealth is natural. Poor mental health, scarcity, worry is only resistance. It's like a river. Your life is like a river. Look at that. Your life is like a river, and you just need to let it go. The flow. What's the problem with you in your life? You are literally putting like a blockage. You are blocking the flow. You are blocking the flow. How do you want to see wealth, abundance in your health? You wake up, boom, you feel amazing. How do you want to overflow joy every single day if you are creating that resistance in your life? The river is not flowing. You are putting a lot of rocks. Tiago, like what? Envious, feeling jealous with your sister, your brother, your friend, your colleague in your work. You are really angry with someone else. Another rock. You are not letting the river to flow. How do you want to get better and reduce that inflammation? Tiago, it's because I'm already taking magnesium. Guys, that's the inflammation lie. Wake up. That's the inflammation lie. The industry is focusing on a specific supplement. Do you really think, look at me here, look at me. Do you really think that one supplement will solve all your inflammation? If you are really holding that resentment, you already have symptoms of depression. You look in front of the mirror, your self-esteem drops, literally drops. How do you want to expect that one supplement will fix your inflammation? How? The environment is already increasing your inflammation. And then you are even not aware of like how clean or how dirty is the air in your room. Air purifier. You have no idea about an air purifier. electricity around you, radiation around you. You are drinking your coffee in a paper cup with a lot of microplastics. No, Tiago, but it's made by paper. No, 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 no. Between the paper, you have microplastics. And every time that you put something hotter, you release microplastics. Millions of microplastics, by the way. How do you want to balance your hormones if you are drinking that coffee every single day with that microplastic when you go out? How? You don't solve your hormones because you're trying to fix your hormones in one way. You are disturbing your hormones, damaging your hormones in another way because you have no clue. Like simple deodorant that you're putting, the pen, you just buy whatever. And that's the inflammation lie because the industry wants to give you what's cheap. I know, buy this pen, it's cheap, it's good for you, it's amazing, it's practical. And then you prioritize what is cheap or what is practical to clean, but you have no clue the amount of aluminum that you are consuming. You're increasing heavy metals. How do you want to reduce your inflammation? You will not reduce the inflammation. You will not reduce the inflammation. You can take 1,000 supplements. You keep taking a bunch of stuff, but there are many things around you. Your behavior is showing that you will not fix your inflammation. You need to understand that, guys. Look at that. Look at this. You really need to understand this. Checklist. What's the checklist? Here, Tiago, look at that. First thing, one of the signs, morning stiffness. Stiff. Some part of your body, it's stiff, it's really hard, stiffness or swollen. You wake up, boom. Your face looks like a balloon. Your legs looks like that you're going to explode. Swollen legs, swollen arms, swollen face. Red flag. Unusual sign that most people don't relate to inflammation. That's your body saying to you, hey, Jennifer, it's time to take action right now. Otherwise, I'm going to give you, you're going to be part of that list of every 3 out of 4 people have chronic conditions. What else, Thiago? And then you need to understand, like, when you have like that stiffness, that tension, your body's already desperate. Your body's tense of what's going on inside. Your cells are recognizing that something scary is happening inside of you. When you have that puffiness, Thiago, I have that puffiness. When you have that swollen, it's a survival mode that your body starts accumulating liquid, trying to dissolve toxins. Did you know that or not? Did you know this? You are having that swollen because your body saying, whoa, Jennifer is making so many mistakes. She's focusing so much in her work. She's so scared about the lack of money if she doesn't work 12 hours a day. She's so concentrated in her career. She's so focusing on getting busier that I'm really concerned. So I need to dilute the toxins that I'm seeing here. So let me just accumulate water, fluid to dissolve that toxin. That's exactly. Your body's so beautiful. Guys, look at that. Your spirit, God created your spirit perfect. The problem is because you are damaging the body. And that's why you have that conflict in your life. Your spirit is not matching the body. There is a conflict. In the soul in the middle, you have your body, you have your soul, you have your spirit. The soul, you need to understand that as well. Another thing that you need to understand, your soul, part of your soul is your emotions, your mind, your consciousness is in the soul. There is always a confusion. Imagine this. Look at that. You need to understand that stuff. Imagine this. Imagine your life is like a car. Look at that. You need to understand that. A car, right? Look at this. The car, literally is the body. The car is the body. And inside is the soul. The soul is the person who is driving. Remember, in the streets, the route here is the spirit guiding. Outside here is the spirit. It's your spirit. The route is perfect. The spirit is perfect. What's the problem? The mind is literally decide, no. The perfect route of my life is that way. Beautiful. There is a beautiful life waiting for you. Amazing health, no inflammation, feeling great, even 40 years old, reaching 50 years old. No, Tiago, I never thought that it could be possible. Guys, there are people 100 years old feeling great in life. It's possible. You can heal that. But you need to understand what's going on and how life works. You need to understand how life works. The person driving the car is the soul, your mind, your emotions, driving your life, driving the body. So many people already damaged the body, the car. The car is really, really, really bad. And the soul, your mind, is literally, instead of keeping the car in the right path, the right route to heal, for healing, there is a healing pathway. No, the mind decides, no, let me go to that way. And then you go to another route, another street. Instead of leaving your job that you hate, no, I'm going to stay. I want to keep suffering in that work. Why? Because you're concerned about the unknown. What's going to happen? The inflammation is increasing in your body. The inflammation is increasing. The nervous system is always in the fight or flight mode all the time. Why is that? Because you are never focused on going to the right route. You prioritize safety. No, no, no. I think it's safe. Even if I hate my job, I hate my boss, I hate my partner, but I'm gonna just stay here because, as I already know, at least it's safer. You are destroying your life in silence without realizing that. You are accepting pain. How many people I know? One day someone said to me, Thiago, I have a lot of pain in my joints. And then I said, oh, wow, okay. So tell me more about that for me to help you. Are you having this pain for how long? Like 2 weeks? 3 weeks? She said, Thiago, 10 years I'm having that pain. I said, what? Wait. 10 years having that pain. How can you stand? How can you accept all this time having pain? No, Thiago, I just take medication to control the pain. 10 years already suffering with pain. Guys, most of you are accepting the suffering just because you already know. You are so concerned about the unknown in your life that you prefer. Look at that. Look at me. You are so concerned about going to the next step just because it's a route that you never knew before. Because you already recognize that a medication gives you relief, you prefer the medication to sustain the pain, to reduce the pain, instead of deciding to change, to shift your life drastically to fix the root cause. How many of you remember this? You cannot heal a body that you hate and that you're accepting and that you're not willing to change. How do you want to heal a body that you're not willing to change, to make a change? You need to get out of that box, that little box that you're living in your life. Go outside of the comfort zone. Growth only happens outside of that comfort zone. Otherwise, you don't grow, you don't improve, you don't meet your next level, the version 2.0 version that is, oh, look at that the route will show you. You are going to the right way, the wrong route. So your priority number one, remember, the soul is driving your life. The mind, the emotions driving your life. The body goes, write this down. The body goes to everywhere that the soul will guide it. The problem is because so many of you are letting the car dictate and decides. So many of you are so sick and so have so much inflammation that the body is the boss, is the literally the master of your life. That's the wrong way. Imagine, guys, if I see so many women, they let the body be the master. Thiago, how can I know if I'm allowing my body to be the master of my life instead of my soul and instead of my spirit? How do I know that? Guys, the body loves sugar. The body loves sugar. The body loves comfort, staying in the sofa. The body loves Netflix. The body loves medication because it's easier. The body loves speaking about other people's life. The body loves checking bad news because it's more interesting. The body loves entertainment throughout the whole day. The body loves laziness. The body hates discomfort, hates. Oh, really, Tiago? Yeah, I never thought about that. Do a test. You already know that exercise is crucial for you to live longer and reduce your inflammation. Why are you not doing this every single day? Because you are letting your body decide for you. Imagine, the soul already knows what's best. But the body, the car, is deciding your life. Guys, why is that? Because you are listening to your body too much. You are saying, body, okay. You have a desire to sleep later, to keep scrolling. Okay, I'm going to accept. And then you accept. Letting the animal, the body is the animal. The body is the car. Guess what's going to happen with you? You're going to keep sponsoring the industry. You're going to keep paying for diets. You're going to keep paying for supplements. You're going to keep paying for medication. You're going to keep paying for your insurance. You're going to keep sponsoring all your hard work. The amount of people, one day someone said to me, Thiago, 2 years ago, I contact you and I was so busy. I was just so many things happening in my life that I was postponing. Now I'm ready to take action. Now I'm ready to fix my health. And then she joined only 2 years later. And then I told her. And then these days she said, Thiago, wow, I'm feeling amazing. Thiago, my energy is back. I'm feeling really good. She did a Google review in our about our program. And then I told her, can you imagine if you joined our program 2 years ago, how incredible you would feel if you followed everything that I teach in my program for 10 years, if you followed everything that I teach exactly. She said, wow, that's true. It's because you always postpone. Exactly. Why? Because you are letting the car dictate your life. You are letting your body decide for you. You see a cake in front of you, or you see a food that's ideal for you, or you know that you need to eat slowly to make the solid become liquid. But because you're busy, you let the body dictate for you. And then now you are a slave of your body. Your body is the master. You are letting life controls, dictates everything for you. Guys, if you understand that, you change that inflammation because otherwise you're going to keep paying the industry. You're going to keep paying the industry. Look at that. Look at that. The next one, brain fog. Brain fog is another checklist that can be a red flag. Did you know that once you're having already brain fog and too long, who here have brain fog? Look, put in a group here. Anybody who have brain fog? Tell me if you have brain fog. I want to see. Brain fog, let me put my glasses here. Brain fog is, and if you are having that for too long, that's already a sign that there's a huge possibility that you already have microglia inside of your brain active. What is microglia? Part of your immune system. The soldiers that's supposed to help you is already damaging your neurons. That's why you're forgetting. That's why you are losing your concentration. That's why you're struggling to learn. How many of you are never strengthening the mid-cingulate cortex? Anterior, write this down, guys. Anterior mid-cingulate cortex is one part of your brain right here, that every single time that you do something that you are supposed to do, you promise yourself that you have to do, but you are always postponing. You are always putting like procrastinating. There is something that you know that you should do every single day. You know that. Something that you have to do every single day. You are supposed to do that. You promised yourself in January. You promised yourself 31st of December last year. You promised, and you're still postponing. You do once, and then you skip 3 times. You only do sometimes. Every time that you do this, the anterior mid-cingulate cortex weakens. What does it mean? You become weaker. You give up easily. You lose consistency easily. You lose your motivation easily. You lose energy easily. Why? Because the anterior mid-cingulate cortex inside of your brain is weak. Every time that you postpone something, that you lie to yourself, the worst thing in life is not lying to others, is lying to yourself. You say that you're going to fix your health, but you're still randomly checking Instagram. How do you really think that Instagram, the things that are all of the things that you are watching on Instagram will solve the whole problem? Guys, it's giving you even more confusion if you keep scrolling like crazy. Instead of being with me, how many people here joined the live at the beginning and left? Why? Because they want quick. They want quick solution. They want a magic pill. The worst thing, why is that? Did you know that every time that your inflammation is high in your body, your patience drops? Did you know this or not? Because of that, microglia is really too active, damaging your neurons. You're already teaching your brain to be impatient because you are literally scrolling. Your hormones are already deregulated, and that's why that patience, you don't have it anymore. Lack of patience. You really need to understand that. Look at that. And then brain fog is one of the big signs that, write this down. Oxford chose the word of the year last year. Do you know what's the word of the year? It's called brain rot. Brain rot. People's brain are getting destroyed every single year. And remember, with AI, with all the algorithm of the social media, it's going to get worse. The brain rot will increase like crazy. Mental health and depression will increase. What does it mean? Remember the list of the paper that I showed? 3 out of 4 people, they are having inflammation. 3 out of 4 people, guys, they are having chronic issues, health issues. 3 out of 4 people. Sooner or later, you're going to be part of that list if you don't take action today. So that's the point. That's the priority number 1. Another thing that you need to know. Look at that. It's shocking when you understand this. Tiago, I'm having rashes, like itching skin. Is this a sign of inflammation as well, guys? Yes. How many of you have already signs of eczema? Why is that? Because your skin is the organ directly connected to your gut. Whatever is happening inside your gut, the inflammation is increasing inside your gut, will show up in your skin sooner or later. That's why your priority number 1 is to focus on stop that inflammation, like taking one supplement, thinking that the solution will be that. In my program, I want to make sure that nobody is going to this BS of anti-inflammatory diet, the BS things. I want everybody, that's why everybody in my program, everyone should do phase 1. Nobody goes to phase 2 before completing phase 1. Some people are so inflamed, they need to spend more time doing phase 1. I see so many people, nervous system so inflamed, they are taking birth control pills for so long that they need to spend more time doing phase 1. And then only after that, they go to phase 2 in our program. That's the right. Tiago, if I want to stop that inflammation line, what's the first step that I need to do? You need to do phase 1. You need to do phase 2. You need to do until phase 4. And I teach this in my program, our mentorship. So look at that. Digestive changes. That's another sign. It's getting worse. People are getting a lot of digestive issues. And this is a sign of the inflammation that most people don't relate. Digestive changes after getting stressed out, after an emotional stress. You really feel weird after having a stressful situation in your work. Then you eat, boom, bloated. You are taking care of your children is giving you a lot of headache. You eat, boom, the belly gets bigger. Right, already a red flag. It's a sign of the inflammation that most people don't realize. Fatigue is the one of the top ones. Why? Because your immune cells, when they are in your immune system is increased the inflammation, it utilizes your energy. Imagine that you are already not having energy. The remaining energy that you don't have anymore, your immune system is boom, sucking that to fight against something that's is just an illusion because you don't have anything inside. You don't have like a bacteria, a bad bacteria necessarily. It's your immune system destroying yourself. That's why some of you have autoimmune disease. Your immune system is confused, create inflammation for free. Can you imagine that? How frustrating is that? You are damaging your body for free. There's no bacteria, there's no bad virus. It's just your immune system crazy, confused, in attacking your own glands, your thyroid, your pancreas, your liver. Have you thought about it? Destroying your neurons, that's why you have a lot of brain fog with the microglia increasing. You need to understand this. Some of you are activating what we call you have here hypothalamus. Look at that. What we call hypothalamus. Can you see this? Guys, you need to know that. You need to know that. Inside of your brain, you have your hypothalamus, and then you have your pituitary gland, like that. They are part of the stress response, fight or flight, activation of the nervous system. Too active. Thiago, wait. But I didn't have any argument with anybody. I don't think I'm really stressed out. Guys, that's another illusion, guys. You're scrolling. You're already activating this system. Write this down. Inflammation is not a thing. Inflammation is a process that depending on the stimulus that you're giving to your body, the process of inflammation will increase. Just because you're scrolling, the algorithm loves that. The industry is lying to you, increase the inflammation inside of your brain every time that you scroll, because you're opening different windows inside of your brain of different information. You have no idea. Your brain loves different content, novelty, but your body needs an average of 20 to 25. Did you know this or not? Your body needs, write this down, 20 to 25 minutes to go to flow, to stay super concentrated, super in flow with that specific subject. Who said that you're spending 20 to 25 minutes in one content? In 1 minute, you already saw 10 contents, different contents. What's going to happen with you? You are damaging your brain like crazy. That's why the recommendation, the international recommendation for kids is don't check any screen until 2 years old. 2 to 4, 2 to 3, no more than 30 minutes to 1 hour. 1 hour maximum. And being careful with the content. Why? Because this destroys your brain. You are thinking that your depression is started because of your divorce or because of the headaches that your children is giving to you. No, many times your depression started because 10 years ago, you started scrolling. It was the trigger, the spark. And then some of you say, no, it's because of the vaccine. Guys, the vaccine is just a trigger. It's just like the tip of the iceberg. That's why many people who had the vaccine, because they were not having any inflammation. They didn't have gut issues. They didn't have hormonal imbalance. Inside, they were really having the inflammation low. They took the vaccine, nothing happened. Why is that, Thiago? Because even if the vaccine is really a bad stimulus, like it's really a shock to your body and can create a trigger of inflammation, but your body can handle how many things that your body is handling every single day to help and protect you. Right now, there is a bacteria, there is a virus in the air right here, getting my skin, but my body's handling that. Why? Because I strengthen my body. I keep the inflammation low. But if I'm not taking care of my inflammation levels, next time that I have a vaccination for some reason, or if you have a vaccination, the vaccination can be the trigger of you having 1,000 problems. 1,000 problems. And then you are literally just blaming the vaccine. No. The problem is the environment. The vaccine was just the trigger. Boom. The last thing that just was your body was just waiting the last piece of the puzzle to explode the bomb inside of you. Boom. You had the vaccine, now you have an autoimmune disease. Why? Why you're not thinking that way? Because you're not thinking a holistic approach. You can never blame one single thing. Your body's holistic. There are so many things affect your inflammation that if you don't connect the dots, you're going to feel lost. That's why I see many people say, Thiago, Thiago, I don't understand. I have inflammation, but I'm focusing on low carb diet. I'm not having sugar. And then I said to her, but who said that that's going to be enough? Who said that? If you're focusing on just no sugar, amazing. Congratulations. That's great. Great start. But this is not fixing your hormones. This is not stopping leaky gut. There are nutrients that your gut needs as well. Guys, you need to connect the dots. It's never just one thing to solve the problem. You're still having that illusion. That's why, look at that. Hypothalamus sends a message to the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland sends a message to the adrenal gland. Remember, you are keeping that activation. for 5 years. Did you know? And then you say to me, Thiago, I don't understand that I have signs of inflammation. Bloating, never had this problem anymore. This year, I started having this puffiness, this swollen face. I don't understand why. You started this 5 years ago. It was just compounding, 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 compounding. Same thing when you invest in any money in the S&P 500, it will compound. You are saving, putting more money, saving, saving, saving. It will compound, becomes a big money long term. That's what's happening with your inflammation. It compounded in the last 5 years. And then you are thinking that the problem of your bloating started this year. Wrong. It started long time ago. Many people have no clue about that. So, guys, that's the thing that you need to be aware of. The checklist is that, Thiago, I have low motivation. My motivation is low, Thiago. What's going on? That can be a sign of inflammation, chronic inflammation, guys. Yes, because the inflammation damaged the dopamine. Neuromodulated dopamine is destroyed. The neurons that produce like that, it's like shower. Shh. The dopamine is released in your neurons like that, constantly. If it drops, you lose motivation. If when it's high, the spray of dopamine releasing your neurons, it's really high, like a spray. You feel like a hero. You are super excited. But when you have inflammation, that spray is already low. Tiago, what does it mean? It means that your body will seek something that is easier to increase that spray. Like what, Tiago? Like Netflix, like scrolling, go to the sofa, like your finger is already, I have arthritis in my joints. No, it's not arthritis in your joints because you're scrolling so much that your finger is already hurting. You're thinking that's arthritis. No, it's like so like that. Now it's hurting. And then you're already concerned that he's painful. Paying attention to what's happening. Your body speaking to you and you're not aware of the details. Be aware of that, guys. Constant fatigue, just a checklist that I want to show you. But look at that. If you really want, look at me here. I told you at the beginning, either you're going to live this life really angry with your situation and taking action no matter what and focus on a holistic approach, or you're going to keep paying supplements, brands, keep paying and keep buying more supplements. You're going to keep buying medication. You're going to keep going to your doctor and accept everything that your doctor is saying to you. Accept even the blood test that's not comprehensive that your doctor will say. And then your doctor say, everything looks fine. And then you don't feel fine. You're going to keep accepting this, either keep accepting and sponsoring the big pharma, or you're going to feel angry. I want to take action right now. I want to fix this because I don't allow anymore to feel that way. I don't deserve this. I don't accept less than I deserve. I know that I deserve more. I know that I have a calling here in my life. I want to find out my calling. And I feel that I need to heal myself first. I feel that I helped so many people in the past. I already helped my children. I already helped my family. Now I need to focus on me. And I feel older already. I feel older. And I feel that if I don't take action right now, if I don't make a change now, something worse will happen. Because remember, the system will keep going. Will keep lying to you. The system will keep lying to you. Every single day, you're going to see a new supplement in the market. Every single day, you're going to see another revolution. Ozempic 3.0. Every single day, you're going to see a new stuff, novelty. And then if you keep accepting this lie, that's going to be the consequence. You're going to pay the consequence sooner or later. Maybe it's going to be hard for you to see your grandchildren getting married. You will not be here anymore. Tiago, wait. Don't be so negative like that. You are negative to your body already. I'm saying your body's already showing. That sign of inflammation is literally your body saying, sooner or later, that's going to be hard to solve it. It's going to be too late. Your body's showing this already because you are becoming negative to your body. I'm not negative. I'm showing you what's going on. The signs your body's already showing you. But you're postponing. Yeah, I'm good. No, Monday starts. I start on Monday. Monday is the day that everybody, like if you plan to start on Monday, that's already a red flag. I'm going to start after my holiday. Red flag as well. So you want first pleasure. You want to keep damaging your body. You want for the inflammation to grow because you're prioritizing quick pleasure. Sooner or later, guys, you have no idea what's going on. Write this down. I'm going to remind you the paper. 3 out of 4 people already have chronic issues. 3 out of 4. It's just a matter of time that, boom, you can be part of this list. Tiago, I already feel that I'm part of this list. Run. You need to take action right now because that can be too late. Right? I'm telling you, you're putting your career in a pedestal. And who cares if you're putting your career in the pedestal? Once you retire, you have no health to enjoy anymore. Everything that you are conquering in your career, everything that you are trying to focus on, boom, guys, nothing becomes important once you have a health issue, nothing. All your attention, everything becomes important at that moment to fix that health issue. Don't wait for this to happen. Don't wait. I'm telling you. I don't want you to worry, to give you more concern. I'm giving you a calling. It's a calling here. Wake up to life. Be careful. Be careful. So if you really want a holistic plan, if you want to see, Tiago, what's going on with me? I want to make a change. So you can literally reach out to me. I'm going to spend some few minutes after this live to reply to some of you in my DMs. Reach out to me. Just comment healing. Just comment healing, and then we can talk. I'm going to arrange a call, have a call with you. Remember, guys, a call to find out what's going on with you and to see what's going to be ideal for you. All right? Just comment healing, and then someone said here, let me see here. Margaret, oh, look at that. Margaret is a client. Margaret, amazing. Margaret is inside the program. Margaret spent 2 years watching my lives and always being here with me. I love that. And then Margaret decided to join the program. Look at what happened, what she's saying now. Best decision I ever made was to join this program. It's amazing. I love that, Margaret. Super happy for you. I'm super happy for you. Yes, Dubas said healing. Guys, comment healing. Reach out to me to book a call, but be fast because it's going to be my calendar books really fast. So at least for the next days to book a call with me, and we are going to talk about the healing protocol for you, for your specific case. It's time. Do like Margaret, who made a decision. Margaret did whatever it takes. It was a struggle for Margaret to join our program, and she joined. She put a lot of effort to join. And look how she's feeling now. Nadia said, thank you. This was a great life. I love that, guys. I love that you're studying about yourself. Comment healing or reach out to me right now, putting healing, and then we are going to book a call to see everything that's going on in your health. It's time, because otherwise you're going to keep sponsoring the big pharma like crazy. You're going to keep paying supplements like crazy, unnecessary, like all the BS that the pharma, that the industry is giving to you. Tomorrow, again, you're going to accept another lie of Ozempic 3.0 that will come to the market. And then you're going to accept this lie again. Don't be like this type of people, because they are literally like a zombie living life, accepting what the government is saying, accepting what the industry is saying, accepting what their parents are still saying. People are 50 years old and still accepting all the things, all the traumas of their parents, still accepting, repeating the same behavior of their parents, like scarce mentality. Your parents always had scarce mentality. Your parents always worried about war, about the world, about poverty. Always had scarce mentality, and then you are repeating the same behavior. It's time to break that pattern. It's time to break that cycle. Don't accept your next generation will repeat the same mistakes that your old generation created, that you are repeating. It's time to break that pattern. You cannot accept that the next generation, your children, your grandkids, will repeat the same mistakes from the old generation. By the way, it's not their fault. You cannot blame your parents. Tiago, my mom and my dad was really hard with me, Tiago. Guys, they didn't have the education for them to hear as well. Don't blame them. It's not their fault. They were programmed from the system as well. They were programmed from their parents. Your grandmother, your grandfather, who also didn't have the instruction. And then the cycle is keep going. You should be the responsible to break that cycle. It's time to break that cycle. All right? Cool. Maria said, I agree with Margaret. You will not regret it. Maria Tropin is another client. I love that. Love that, Maria. Guys, time to stop that inflammation line. It's time. It's a calling. It's really a mission for me to help you. You have no idea. It's a mission. You have no idea. I could spend the whole day speaking here. The whole day, because I love that deep connection. All right? Cool. All right? Reply to me now, healing. I already saw some people already replied. So I'm going to reach out to you, and then we're going to book a call. But be fast, because your body cannot wait anymore. Your body's showing too many symptoms. Your body is desperate, asking for help. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Let's heal that body. It's time to heal that body. Bye-bye. See you soon.